So we have learned compound journal entries in our previous session. Today we will see some more compound journal entries in this session. So let us see some of the transactions here. Purchased goods of rupees 20,000 from Vinay and paid rupees 5,000 immediately. So if you see the transaction, if you read the transaction, what we have done here, we have purchased the goods of rupees 20,000 from Vinay and we have paid immediately rupees 5,000. So what should be the journal entry now? So what should be the journal entry now? Goods we have purchased of 20,000 and we are paying how much? 5,000 immediately. It means that 15,000 is balance which we are supposed to pay in the future date. So the journal entry here will be purchase account debit. So I am writing without columns just to explain. Actually, I should write the journal entries in the format itself, but I am taking only one transaction and trying to explain you. So if there are many transactions, I could have certainly put this in the format only. But since I am explaining one by one transaction, so I will not use here what format. So purchase account debit how much? 20,000. To cash, immediately we are paying how much? 5,000. To Vinay account, how much we are supposed to pay? 15,000. Being goods purchased from Vinay and paid rupees 5,000. This will be the journal entry. So let us see the next transaction now. Sold goods of rupees 50,000 to Ram and he immediately paid us rupees 10,000. How much is paying? 10,000. So the transactions, if you interpret that in your mother tongue, will be easy for you to understand. Like for example, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ ನಾವು ಸರ್ಕಲ್ ಅನ್ನು ಮಾರಾಟ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ ಯಾರಿಗೆ ರಾಮನವರಿಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬರುದು 50,000 ರೂಪಾಯಿದು. ಅವನು ಇಮಿಡಿಯೇಟ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ, 10,000 ರೂಪಾಯಿಗಳನ್ನು ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ, 10,000 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಕೊಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾನೆ. ಸೊ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಇಂಟರ್ಪ್ರಿಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇನ್ ಕನ್ನಡ, ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಈಸಿಲಿ ಕಾಂಪ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ journal entries. So here what happens, first thing is cash is coming in, so cash account debit how much, 10,000. How much cash you have not yet received from Ram, for so much amount, Ram should be debited. Ram account debit how much, 40,000 to sales account. How much, 50. Being goods sold to Ram of rupees 50,000 and received rupees 10,000 immediately. You can mention the amount or not. You can see better later. So this is how you will show the journal entry. These are called as what? Compound journal entries, where there is no single debit and credit. So there is one debit, two credits, or two debits, one credit. Such transactions, such journal entries are called as what? Compound journal entries. So let us see few more compound journal entries. So now we have discussed in the previous session regarding the trade discount. Considered that as purchase discount and sale discount. So we have discussed that the discount depends upon the quantity that you purchase. The more you purchase, the more you will get the discount. So such discount is called as what? Trade discount. Trade discount. Discount earned on buying and selling. Buying and selling is called as what? Trade discount. If you earn any discount in the process of purchasing, or if you allow any discount in the process of selling, so such discount is called as what? Trade discount. Now we are supposed to learn what? Cash discount. Trade discount already you have learned. Cash discount. What is this cash discount? If you pay the amount to your creditors within the stipulated time that you have mentioned, or else within the time the creditor may allow you some cash discount. For example, if you are supposed to give 10,000 to X on 1/5/2015, if you have paid it on 25/4/2015, if you have paid that amount on 25/4/2015, this is before this date. So if you are paying earlier to the date that you have taken, the creditor may allow you some percentage as cash discount to promote that feature in you, so that you will maintain the same payment status in the future. So such discount which is given by the creditor for making the prompt payment or payment before the date is called as what? Cash discount. So let us see now the transactions based on cash discount. Once again, see, listen students, there are two types of discount. One is trade discount, one is cash discount. Trade discount is concerned on purchase and sale of goods. For example, if you are purchasing in bulk from any supplier and if he is allowing you any discount, such discount is considered as what? Trade discount. In case if you are selling the goods and if your customer is purchasing in the bulk quantity, and for that if you are allowing any discount, that is also considered as what? Trade discount. So ultimately what I want to say is the discount which is allowed on purchasing and selling of goods is called as what? Trade discount. Whereas cash discount is a discount which is allowed by the creditor or by us to our debtor for making the prompt payment or the payment before the due date. If the due date is in the future and if your debtor is making you the early payment, so you are supposed to, you can allow some discount for that, so that you will maintain the same payment status in the future. So such discount is called as what? Cash discount. So let us see this in some transactions. Received rupees 19,800 from Gopal and allowed him a discount of rupees 200. So read the transaction carefully. What the transaction says here, we are receiving over rupees 19,800 from Gopal and allowed him a discount of rupees 200. So if you interpret the transaction properly, you will come to know that you are supposed to get 20,000 from Gopal. 19,800 plus 200 equal to how much? 20,000 from Gopal. And how much you are receiving from him? 19,800, because already you have allowed a discount of rupees how much? 200. So you will not get to 20,000 and then you will give back rupees 200. Before the payment only you will inform Gopal that you pay me how much? 19,800, because I have decided that I will allow you a discount of rupees how much? 200. Is that clear? Now here cash account debit how much you are receiving? 19,800. And 200 discount is what? Allowed. So it is an expense for you. Discount account, debit 200. So who was supposed to give you to Gopal account? Gopal is the giver. Gopal account. So how much? 20,000. You are supposed to give us how much? 20,000. You are receiving cash how much? 19,800. And 200 you have allowed what? Discount. This is called as what? Discount allowed. So being received from Gopal rupees 19,800 and allowed discount rupees 200. Allowed discount rupees 200. Rupees 200. So did you understand the transaction? So assume that amount received by you is after deducting the discount only. So you will not get from Gopal full 20,000 and then give him 200. Instead, you will inform Gopal before only that, okay, you are making the prompt payment, so 200 I am going to give you as discount and you better pay me how much? 19,800 instead of how much? 20,000. So this is the transaction here. So cash we have received how much? 19,800 from Gopal and we have our discount how much? 200, which is an expense to us or loss to us. And to Gopal you are supposed to give us how much? 20,000. So we will see one more transaction. Paid to Sunil rupees 9,700 and he allowed discount of rupees 300. So this is the transaction now. What we are doing here is we were supposed to pay how much? 10,000 to Sunil because 9,700 plus 300 equal to how much? 10,000. But Sunil has allowed us discount of rupees 300. So we are going to pay Sunil 9,700 in the full settlement of our account of rupees 10,000. So here what happens? Sunil account will be debited. Sunil account debit how much? You are supposed to give how much? 10,000. To cash, how much you are paying? 9,700. So to discount earned 300 for being paid to Sunil rupees 9,700 and he allowed discount rupees 300. He allowed discount rupees 300. Is that clear? So from this transaction, what we come to know is Sunil account was debited how much? 10,000. So out of 10,000, we are paying how much? Cash 9,700, and discount earned by us is how much? 300. So he allows us discount of rupees 300. So 10,000 to settle, 9,700 we have paid cash, and 300 is discount allowed by Sunil. So this is how we will show the compound journal entries. This may be sometimes written as paid to Sunil rupees 9,700 in the full settlement of rupees 10,000. So this is also same. What he is saying here is paid to Sunil how much? 9,700 in the, or else against the full settlement of rupees 10,000. 10,000 you are supposed to pay, but you are paying how much? 9,700. So it is implied that the 300 rupees difference amount will be considered as what? Discount. So we will pass the similar entry that I had passed in the last transaction. That is what I will do here. Sunil account debit how much? 10,000 to cash 9,700 to discounted rupees 300. So you will write the same narration being paid to Sunil rupees 9,700, 10,000 in full settlement. Is that clear? So this is how we will show the journal entries, compound journal entries. If you read the transaction properly and if you focus on the transaction properly and try to interpret that into Kannada, because it is our mother tongue, we can understand it better and we can decide what to debit and what to credit easily.